Hello, leveling mechanic tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force with me, Blue Ankylo. So at the end of last episode, I mentioned how I was going to do some grinding off camera, and I have. I think I forgot to... I'm really bad at talking to Nova, but I wanted to show you guys this one. Because this one is particularly mentioning what I've been talking about. If you want to ensure victory, choose strong allies. That's fair. This is a pretty tough battle if you're not ready. If there's a weaker ally you want to include, make sure you protect them. That makes sense. And surprise, it's a great chance to increase levels. This is, like, I have to imagine this is the traditional farming level for leveling up, if that's what you want to do. Now, I have actually gotten most people to level 20. I'm not finished. But what I finally managed to do is I managed to get Adam to level 20. And this took a long time. First and foremost, his mobility is bad. It says 6. That's because I gave him the agility ring. That's what I normally put on guns. So he's got a base 4 movement, and his attack power is just garbage. Even with the power ring, he was doing 1 damage per hit for a long time. It was very difficult for me to get him any level ups. I think the Demon Masters had the lowest defense stat, and you just got to get them down to 1 HP with someone else, basically, and then let Adam finish them off for a couple times. Once he got a couple level ups, he started to get a little bit of attack, and now he can do some damage, so he's not horrible. I've also promoted Aleph and Torasu. Nothing terribly exciting, as you'd expect. Aleph is... He's only got Bolt 2. Hasn't really learned very many new spells yet, but continuing to do the wizardy thing. And Torasu is our... Vicar that has Aura level 2. That's the Aura that has the large radius, the what is it, 11 squares instead of 5 or something like that. It's nice. It's pretty handy stuff. Other than that, like I said, just been getting people up to level 20. I've got Musashi ready to go and Hanzo ready to go. So they need to be promoted and then leveled up some more. Now, while we're on our way over to the church, I'm not sure I understand how the experience curve works in this game. I thought I knew... I think I understand how the Genesis version works, but I think I don't understand the Game Boy Advance 1 mechanics. The example is Domingo. He must work as an advanced class, and he can fight enemies up to about level 25, and he gets decent experience. Now, he stops getting experience now, basically. Like, if he kills a level 25 monster, he doesn't get very much. Whereas the promoted characters, I thought would stop at enemy level minus 10, because they've already been promoted. But it seems to match up. And the interesting part was Aleph and Torasu, and Adam for that matter, these are definitely unpromoted characters. If they're fighting an enemy that's not level 20, like if they're fighting, I think the ice worms stop giving them experience, because the ice worms, I believe, are level 18 or 19. I can check. The point is, it seems like the enemies, like it doesn't, like there's no advanced class for enemies. They're all just level 1 to 25 so far, and even a low, like for our guys, unpromoted level 20 seems to get the same experience as promoted level 20. Like, that's what's weird. I thought we'd be getting promoted... You know, the promoted people I thought would get less by 10. And I'm pretty sure in the original game and in Shining Force 2, both the Sega Genesis games, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. For now, in this game, it seems like, basically, once you promote, you just... It's as if you are a level 1 unpromoted again as far as experience goes, which is weird. Anyway, we certainly were under-leveled. I'll show you their stats once everyone's all maxed out. For now, our robot also needs a promotion. One of the main reasons I'm upgrading Adam and spending so much time messing with him is if I want to get a card, Adam is the one that needs to kill the fancy robot boss. So Adam turns into a cyborg. I think this was in the original game. It's really just Hanzo and Musashi that have the I have no idea what's going to happen promotions, basically. So anyway, Adam, he looks the same so far. Looks like he lost a little bit of stats, maybe 3 or 4. I'm more interested in what, like, Hanzo and Musashi turn into. So Hanzo is a ninja, and 56 attack, 49 defense. We'll just keep an eye on that. What does he turn into? Super Ninja. Well, it's not the most interesting, like, they're not the most creative naming conventions, but I'll take it. Super Ninja. He lost about 4 stats. 4 attack, 4 defense. Still really good, though. And then we've got Musashi, who's a samurai. What's he gonna turn into? A super samurai. 67-47 for main stats. He becomes a sword master. Okay, I can handle that, I guess. He's a fine swords master. And that's all. There's no more promotions allowed. So, Musashi... Again, looks like he lost about 4 or 5 stats. So I'm kind of excited to get Musashi and Hanzo leveled up. Not so much with Adam, but, you know, we're doing good. I'm also looking forward to Bolt level 3. We haven't got it yet. Bolt level 2 is the large area of effect. Bolt level 3 will be one of the highest single targeting damaging spells in the game. Probably around equivalent to the Supernova spells. I'll show you... Well, let's go test out the battles. I mean, I've been doing a lot of grinding off camera. This is taking longer than I'd expected, actually. I mean, it's pretty quick, but it does take a little while. I don't necessarily recommend you do this while you're playing along. Level 20 seems like a good stopping point for this battle, but you could probably get to 25 if you wanted, seeing as that's what Domingo made it to. Oh, and also, by the way, the chicken came back. I don't know where the chicken went, but after I fought the battle and ran away, the chicken was there. I guess that's it. You're a chicken for running away, and the chicken shows up. I forgot to change my team. I want to bring Hanzo and Musashi. Is there anyone like level 20 I can pop out for now? Yeah, Xylo's done. Xylo, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but Xylo got good eventually. It took until he was level 15 or 16, and then he started getting like attack plus 7. So he did get good. Great, perhaps, but it took a while. I'll explain what the yellow means once we come back. Arthur is done as well. Looks like I actually had a couple slots open anyway. Musashi, Hanzo. Oh, I guess that means it's time for another knight. I've been doing the paladins one at a time because the only weapon that really works exceptionally is the Valkyrie. So even a weak paladin with the Valkyrie is pretty good. You can kind of see who I've been using. We'll keep that. Hold on for just a second. I want to switch over the Valkyrie off of Arthur. I'll compare all the stats once we're done. I thought I was prepared for this episode, but I missed a couple things. Give this to May. I've been saving May and Ken for last because they've been really bad, but maybe they'll turn out good in the very end. Maybe that's the kind of level ups they'll get. Very end game awesomeness. But I do have to admit that this battle is pretty darn easy. Can I, there we go. It's definitely not a difficult battle. I mean, you're likely to lose a character or two every now and then, just because the enemies do so much damage, but really, you know, even Balboroy is getting lots of kills here. Okay, so Hanzo actually gets a new sprite. Awesome. I've never seen that. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. How much defense does he have? 42. He's amazing. Even immediately promoted, he's got 42 defense power. Whoever I put on the right side gets pummeled by the jets quite a lot. So you got to keep that in mind. Musashi also has a new sprite as well with 40 defense. He'll be fine. Musashi also had a ton of HP. He seems to get the highest HP growth. He's probably just hands down the best character in the game. Look at that awesome sword. Alright, Musashi, I love it. Remember when everyone else got promoted first time promotions? Weren't they, like, they were so much weaker than these guys. Oh, Hanzo looks awesome too. That's badass. I like it. Okay, the mages can't do anything on the left side. I've been having a lot of fun with archers, actually. The archers work really good on these. Even though the archers aren't strong, like May and Hans weren't all that great. You can also see, like, some of these people, I haven't really showed you guys their promoted form. Just so you guys can see. But, yeah, my plan here is, once everyone's at an equal level, I'll do another kind of final comparison. And that may give other people suggestions on who to ignore when they're playing along. Because some people seem just better. Xylo took forever, but if you want a late game powerhouse, he might be an option, for instance. But we'll compare people, you know, later on. I'm not totally done yet. I just figured we'd do a little bit of a battle here so I could test out the new characters for you guys. While they're new. Also, this is Adam. So, he's not very good. He's got the power ring, the movement ring. He's still not having a very good time. Let's see how much damage he can do. I think the worms have slightly less defense than the torch eyes. So, you know, he looks kind of cool. He's got like a laser arm. He does have a special laser eye attack he uses once, maybe 10% of the time or something. And he doesn't really get any magic defense, so that does a lot of damage. So you gotta deal with that. Balbaroy is doing pretty good, though, if I remember. This is a Sky Knight, or whatever they've been called. He's okay. I mean, I don't think Amon and Balbaroy are very good late-game characters. Alright, let's see Hanzo's attack. This is what I want to see. Disappears. Oh, awesome. Super ninja. I'm really enjoying that. Sure, counterattack. You can't hurt Hanzo. Alright, that's pretty good. Lo is slowly leveling up. I've gotten Chris up to level 20 already. Oh, look at this. He's like a big fat bugger. One of the reasons I don't use Lo. He looks horrible. He does not get, you know, a nice promotion look. I think we'll send Kokichi after the mage here. You can see Kokichi's upgraded air unit. Instead of just having wings, he's got a proper full-on machine, basically. Musashi, let's see. I mean, he one-shots a jet at level 1. I cannot imagine how powerful he'll be once he gets to 20 again. It's going to take a while, but he's definitely going to... Like, Hanzo and Musashi have to be in my final team. There's no doubt about it. And Mei is already dead. Ah! Well, she's not going to be getting any leveling up this time around. That's the trouble. The knights just aren't very good, I have to say. Compared to characters like Hanzo, Musashi, Zuka, and what's the other one? Xylo, those kind of characters. You know, because I haven't showed you Bolt level 3 or Bolt level 2 yet, let's show it off. Also, you get to see Alepht's promoted gear. If you were paying attention to Teos and Anri's, it's not a huge surprise that the Bolt Masters is yellow. A little bit of overkill there. Pretty awesome. The Bolt Mages are always good. Who needs some healing? Nobody's doing that bad. Oops, that was... I just wasted a whole bunch of MP by clicking too quickly. And Gong doesn't get a lot of MP, so that's kind of a dummy. He still doesn't do any attack. Like, he doesn't do any damage. He's not very good. Yeah, those laser eyes, torch eyes, they're really a pain. They completely ignore any defense. No resistance, no defense stat. Aw, gee whiz. Sometimes the AI is good at killing your mages and stuff. This is why Domingo is so powerful. He gets such a high defense for a mage. Probably Domingo and Aleph will be my final mages the way this is going. I guess maybe the reason Domingo gets such good stat growth is because he seems to be the only one in this game that's... Well, him and Moloch, I guess. They seem to be the only ones that are specifically already pre-promoted. Like, everyone else still has a promotion to go. Alright, Adam... Kill the Torch Eye. It's a waste of experience. The Torch Eye can give almost anyone 48 experience. Of course, Adam doesn't do enough damage, so... Forget all that. I can't believe I already lost 2 people. This is just supposed to be a test battle for me to show you guys some of the new animations and stuff. I'll probably cut pretty soon, to be honest, and then I'll just come back maybe at the end of the battle. Well, I do want to show the stat comparisons once I'm done. Another lame level up there, you can see. I'd like to get, like, Hanzo and Musashi's first level up on camera, because I'm kind of curious if we get the traditional 1 HP like everyone else gets. I probably would. One more attack for Hanzo and Musashi and they'll get it. Haven't really done a good job of holding the line here. Well, low, you just smack a worm. It's fine. Even low can do more damage than the robot. Alright, Kokichi, maybe you can finish one off. I don't know. Of course not. Well, that was close. I mean, that's a good one for Adam to kill. 3 attack, 3 defense. Yeah, I say once you're between level 15 and 20, that's when you actually start to get... That's when you start getting proper stat ups. Man, I love Musashi. Not quite a one-shot. Yeah, you guys waste your time attacking Musashi. Ha! They do a little bit of damage, but... I mean, once he gets a few levels up, it starts really... I have to imagine once he starts really gaining stats, he's just... I mean, he could hit 100 HP the way he's been going. Gong is definitely not good late game. I can definitely confirm that. Those 3 torch eyes on the top right, those seem to be the only enemies on this entire map that don't hunt you down. Everybody else starts hunting you down pretty quickly. Come on, Adam, you gotta stay alive so you can get a level up. I don't know if he's gonna be able to stay alive. He's probably dead. Alright. No, he's asleep. Good. Forget him getting a kill. This is why I have to do this battle so many times. The people I'm trying to level up have a very difficult time actually getting levels up. Once you're using like the weaker characters, it takes forever. I'm not sure if Detox would have removed sleep. Maybe I could have tried that. I don't know. I kind of just figured healing would be more important. He didn't even wake up. That's not very nice. Oh, good. I'm so glad I healed the 2 of them. I will admit this is not my solid play. While I'm doing, like, training missions, I don't, Wow, I did a ton of damage. I'm not very good at, Yeah, you're all dead. Or not. Why would he cast Elude on a mage? But basically, when I'm trying to focus on certain people getting levels up, I don't do as good a job as clearing, Okay. Yeah, Ice Worms are level 18. So, whether you're promoted or not, if you're level 19 or 20, you actually get very little experience off of them. That's what was confusing me. I'm like, why can my promoted people who are level 16 get more experience killing these than my unpromoted people who are level 19? That was kind of the thing that was making me weird. Anyway, the Demon Masters being level 24, I mean, getting to level 20 is quite easy on these guys. Hanzo should be able to get a level up, assuming he hits. He's never going to miss, right? Of course not. Oh, a counter! Come on, give me more than 1 HP. What a troll. Oh, I should have known. And as usual, one of Low's hugest problems is no aura, so... Once he hits level 20, I'll probably never use him again. Max is just on rest. Kokichi, someone's got to kill this worm. Come on. There you go. You do good damage, but you missed that last attack. Adam is probably about to die. But we'll let Musashi finish this guy off. There we go. Super! 53 damage. Yep. Level up, and 1 HP. Okay, well, I guess you guys get the idea. Once you level up, or once you promote, the first few levels are just, you get no stats at all, basically. It seems backwards to me. It seems like you should get good stats after you lose them on the promotion, but... Anyway, I'm going to put a cut here, and I'll meet you guys back once I'm done getting everyone to level 20, basically. And then we'll have a quick look at their stats, and then we'll finish this battle. and see if we can reforge the sword. See you guys in a bit. Okay, folks, I did it. I got everybody to level 20. Promoted level 20, except for Max. Max is a higher level because I wanted to see how high we could get on that battle. About the highest you could get is 28, by the way. Not much higher is possible. Also, I think at level 27 or 26 or 27, he learned Supernova level 4. I haven't tested it out yet, but I assume it's amazing. So yeah, anyway, everyone's at level 20. You could definitely get to 25 or so on this battle if you wanted, pretty quick. But I'm kind of tired of grinding. I've had a good time, but I'm at my limit, basically. So, I think we should do basically a final review of the characters. I don't think... I mean, whatever my final party is, I'd like to pick it now. And then certainly they'll get more levels up as we do the last couple chapters. But, yeah, anyway, so first off, let's go through the mages. Level 20 mages, I'll get you a feel for how much they've learned. A couple of them will have lower defense because I didn't buy enough of those defense staffs back in Rudo, whatever the name, the city with all those kids. So anyway, we've got Teo. Teo's bonus, if there's anything good about Teo, it's specifically that she gets a lot of MP. Blaze level 3 costs 8 and Blaze level 4 costs 10. So she can cast her offensive magic the most often. That's kind of her skill. You know, pretty good HP and defense at this point for a mage. Not too bad. If we switch to Anri, though, we've got even more defense now, finally, and about the same MP. We still don't have Freeze level 4. One of these days, I promise she learns it. I think Anri is pretty much better. Having Bolt is actually good as well. Bolt level 1 is I didn't show it off very much during the rest of the previous bits of the game, but it does a lot of damage for 8 MP. Probably considerably more damage from Bolt 1 than you can get from Blaze 2 or Freeze 2. So it's a good spell. Anri's got some good stuff. I like Anri. The next one, well, we might as well stick with the main wizards. Tarasu is the next one. Or, sorry, not Tarasu. Wrong guy. Aleph, that's the one. So, this is with the defense staff. That's... Or wait, did... Anri still had her defense staff. That's why... Sorry. I messed that up. Yeah. So, Anri's defense, 39, is about the same as Teo's. It's probably about the same, yeah, because you add in 8 or 9 for the staff. Yeah, sorry. I should have unequipped that. Aleph is a little bit higher still, so we're talking like 1 or 2 points. Aleph is the most defensive of the wizards. But learns her spells very late in the game. We still don't even have a level 3 spell yet. She'll get Bolt 3 assumedly at some point. But it's going to take a while and we don't have it yet. So I'm going to bring Aleph because I almost never do. And seeing as I grinded all these levels out, I'd like to bring her along. And then finally, of course, we have Domingo, who is now... Well, he's still pretty overpowered, but he's no longer, like, exceptionally overpowered. I'm not sure if I will bring him anymore. I haven't decided yet. You know, defense of 50 is pretty good, but my other wizards, because they can equip those staves, they've got defense of like 40 or so, so they're not too far off. He's no longer, like... Basically, like, when you get him, he is amazing, and all the way across the ocean and towards Dragonia, he's super amazing. But at this point in the game, once everybody else can get promoted up to that level, you know, they catch up with him pretty good. Let's go through our healers quickly. I mean, nothing, we'll do it real quick. You guys should know by now how I feel about Lo. All he gets is heal. The rest of his, he doesn't get enough good spells, basically. Chris still only has Aura level 1. Maybe that's all she gets. I thought she got Aura 2 eventually. I'm surprised that no one's learned Heal 4. It wasn't that hard of a spell in the original game. But Chris is pretty good. You know, she's got Heal and Aura. And I just think Tarasu is better because he gets Heal, he gets Detox, he gets Aura. He's already got Aura level 2, which is really handy in a pinch. And that shield spell is actually pretty reliable. So I think Tarasu is pretty much straight up the best Vicar. Chris is probably number 2 and Lo is far behind, just due to spell selections. Now, the question is, if I want to bring 2 healers, I tend to like 2 healers rather than 3. I'm going to bring Tarasu. The question is, do I bring Narsha or Chris as the second? I think Narsha might be my pick, simply for plot purposes, because Narsha is kind of a plot character. She also gets 6 movement, which the other healers do not. She's more like Gong for movement, which does make a difference, although, you know, it's not the winner of all. Where is Gong, anyway? I must have just missed him, yeah. Gong still only has heal. He's just not very good, so... Anyway, those are our healers. I think we'll be picking, probably Narsha and Tarasu for the end. And then we'll do Aleph and Anri for wizards. Let's go through some other easy stuff. Like, let's compare our gladiators now that we've maxed them out. So, I unequipped extra stuff for Gort and Luke. How do their stats match up? That's the wrong person. Good job. Where's Luke? So, Luke, the main important stats. 62 attack power and 58 defense. That's with the Great Axe. 62, 58 compared to... Basically, Luke won in the long run. Luke and Gort have been close for most of the game. Gort was ahead pre-promotion and early post-promotion. But in the late game, I think Luke wins out. I'm not necessarily certain I'm going to bring either of them, though. They do get good defense, eventually. It took a long time, like level 15 or 16, before their defense really started to catch up. So, they're pretty good late game, but man, does it take a long time. And, I mean... The stats, you know, 62, 58, that sounds good. It sounds good, but, yeah. I think Musashi is better. Across the board, and same with Hanzo. 67, 57, way more agility, plus he's got some spells. I mean, the Super Ninja is amazing. And the Sword Master, there's no way we could skip those guys. They're way better than Luke and Gort, basically. I consider these two, now that I'm thinking about it, the upgrades to Luke and Gort. We'll do archers. I expect Lyle is the best. Everyone's got an armor arrow. The main stat that counts is probably just his attack power. 52. See how Diane is doing these days. 45, not even close. And then Hans, 46. So, Lyle is almost 10 attack power stronger than the rest of the Bowmasters, so he wins pretty much straight up. What's another easy comparison? I suppose we could do the Flyers. I think I skipped the Flyers last time. Can also, because they're right beside each other, it's easy to compare. As it has been for most of the game, Balbaroy has more attack and Amon has more defense. Which one you prefer is totally up to you. Balbaroy's defense is just about low enough that he can get killed easily. But then again, Amon's attack power is pretty garbage, even with a really good sword. So I probably won't bring either of them, basically. So we're in sort of 40s for attack and 30s for defense. If you look at Kokichi, if you give him the Valkyrie, he'd be pretty awesome. His attack power would be nearly 60. But again, mid-30s for defense isn't that great. Flying is nice, but it's not that good. And then our final flyer is Blue. Blue is probably the flyer I will bring. His defense power is amazing, through the roof. Plus he's resistant to a lot of magic, which helps. Now, his attack power never really got up there. It's not the worst, but Blue is definitely not an offensive powerhouse on this playthrough anyway. That covers that. So we'll go through the monster characters that use no equipment. Adam, it took him a long time. Like, it took me a lot of work. He's killed. The kills must stop once you get past a certain point. Must roll over, because he's killed lots of stuff. Don't worry about that. Everybody's killed stuff by now. It's weird. It must stop keeping track at some point. But anyway, I mean, he does have a special attack every now and then. He gets a special laser beam. His defense is pretty solid, but his movement is so bad you have to give him a ring so that he can fight, or else the movement ring, basically. You've got like 3 good choices for it, I think. You've got Guntz, Musashi, and Adam. And I think Adam is the weakest of those three, basically. So we'll probably be bringing Gunts and Musashi for the slow movement characters. Anyway, that's Adam. I mean, strictly speaking, he's a little bit better than Blue, except that he moves slower and doesn't fly, and isn't resistant to magic. You know. Actually, did he get... He actually did get 27% magic resistance. I noticed that after I promoted him to Cyborg, he started to get a little bit of magic resistance. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention. I think most of the mages will get higher than 50, somewhere around there. It doesn't really matter. Who else have we got for fighters? Zuika, how have you done? 56 attack, 49 defense. Pretty good. I mean, that's enough to be competitive. It doesn't really compete with Hanzu and Musashi, but, you know, if the choice was Adam or Zuika, I'd probably take Zuika for the 7 movement and the higher attack power. I haven't really leveled up Moloch at all, so don't worry about his stats. How's Xylo doing? I know Xylo started getting levels up finally. He finally started getting some stats. 57-42 compared to 56-49. I guess Xylo's never really got the defense. I don't know. I might bring him. 57 attack is pretty high. That's pretty awesome at this point in the game. I'll probably bring Xylo and Zuika, honestly. Who else do we have? Is that all the main? We did healers, archers, fighters. All that's left is the knights. So, the one I always leave for last because it's hard to compare 6 or so different knights. So, basically, we've got Ernest. I've given them all chrome lances. So, let's just compare attack and defense. Those are the stats that matter. 50-41. I forgot to equip Guns. Guns is on the team no matter what. Don't worry about him. His attack is even higher. So, 50-41 compared to Vankar. 47-41. So far, Ernest has a small edge on Vankar. 47-41. Pell is about the same as Vankar. Almost identical. 48-41. Next up is Arthur. Arthur has taken the lead. He is the best paladin at the moment. 50-44. May is still one of the weaker ones. And Ken... He's got pretty good attack power. 49-40. I think Arthur still edges him out. So Arthur is probably the paladin to bring late game. Although Ernest is pretty good. I think, honestly, the way the stats have worked out with the paladins, as long as you're not bringing Ken or May, they're all about the same. It's just Ken and May are a little bit weaker. So anyway, that's our team. I'm gonna put a cut in the video just so I can select my final party for the most part. I do have to bring certain characters for certain battles, but other than that, we'll just be rushing towards the... Well, rushing. We'll just be heading towards the end now. So anyway, there's your character fittings. I'll see you guys back in a minute. Okay, I've decided my team. I thought about it for a little bit, and I'll show it off right now. So, it's pretty straightforward. We start with Max, obviously. And I have to bring Adam to get the final blow on the next battle, so he's in just for that. I'm actually going to switch him with, I think, either Xylo or Zuika once this is done. We got our Healer, Wizard, Great Dragon, Swordmaster, Strike Knight. I want to have at least one Archer. Most of the people at the end of the game are the ones I'm bringing. Ernest, I almost brought, but I decided to just bring... I only have one Valkyrie and one Halberd. So, Guntz gets the Halberd and Arthur gets the Valkyrie. No need to bring other Paladins after that, in my opinion. Because they're only amazing at this point if they've got that extra weapon. The ones who have the great weapons are good. The ones who just have lousy lances are bad. I also give Guntz the agility ring, so he gets a little bit more speed as well as movement. I forgot about rings. Lyle has the sniper arrow. Musashi has the sniper ring, so he should never miss. He's the guy with the highest attack power, so I didn't want him missing any attacks. I think he's the one with the highest attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Musashi is the #1 attack power. I also gave Blue the power ring, because he's got great defense, but he's got a little bit low on the attack power, so I thought he was a good choice for that. The rest of the team, obviously Guntz, as I was saying. I'll probably put... I don't know if I'm going to put Zuika or the final slot is still up for grabs. Adam is not a permanent character. It'll either be Zuika or Xylo. Depends on how I feel. 57-42. I think Zuika is the better of the two right now. It's too bad. I like Xylo, but I don't think he gets to come at the end. No birds. Arthur's in. He should learn Bolt level 1 at some point. He just doesn't have it yet. And Anri for a couple mages. So that's basically it. Not a lot of the early characters at all. So that's the way it's going to work. Now, the final thing I want to talk about before we go do this battle again for the last time is we've got some interesting things here. We've got a Devil's Lance, just for comparison's sake. It's about 10 damage better than the Halberd. You'd think maybe I should use that. It probably competes with the Valkyrie for damage, in fact. Yeah, it's about the same as the Valkyrie. It's, maybe I should just show it off. I won't bring that one, but I will give someone one of these rings, the Evil Ring. The Evil Ring also gives you an attack buff. Let's give it to, I don't think it matters too much for this next battle. So let's just throw it on blue, and you'll see what happens here. There is a reason. Same thing with the Darksaber, actually. I did test that out. So blue can equip the Evil Ring. Oh, that's not... Oh, I forgot you could do that. You can equip from the item box. Oh, man, that's a lot easier than what I've been doing. Anyway, I've got an evade ring in there and a defense +1 ring. An anti-poison, anti-sleep. No, can he not? I'm sure he can equip that ring. What? Oh, he can't equip it. Okay, only certain... My bad. So only humans, I guess, can wear that ring. See, because what was confusing me was that he could wear the other ring. Okay, we'll give it to, I guess I'll give it to Guntz for now. Sure. Alright, Guntz. Sorry for that misstep there. Steam Baron, have yourself an Evil Ring. And yeah, you can switch to item. I wonder... Yeah, no, I'm good. Evil Ring. Oh no! Guntz has been cursed. So that will happen when anyone equips... That's the Evil Ring, the Black Ring, or the Demon Lance. There's a couple more that we'll find later on. And in case you're wondering... This is also automatic for me. I forgot to show it off, basically. In case you're wondering, you cannot remove it. What you can do is go to the priest and cure it. And it's pretty cheap. 20 bucks, right? I'm not going to do that just so I can show you its effects in battle, because you can just equip cursed weapons and stuff and fight with them anyway, and I figure I should show it off. We'll see how it works. In the original game, I don't think I've really done it in the Game Boy Advance version. I know in the original game, I often equipped cursed weapons just because they gave such a high attack buff. Lots of attack, a lot of extra attack, basically. And the negative effects weren't always incapacitating, but I don't remember all the specifics. Anyway, let's get to it. We should be able to blast through this one really quickly now that I'm not worried about leveling up. So who did I give it to? Hanzo? No, I gave it to Guntz, right? Alright, someone's got to lure the jets out. Keep our mages safe. Arthur, how is your defense anyway? It's okay. I'm not going to rush you forward like that. I think that's a bit silly. We're going to spend one turn. I've done this battle a lot of times. I think spending one turn letting the enemy get closer is still the best. It's still the smartest way. And Lyle does good against all the jets. Musashi will be able to crush everything. Right, Guntz. I'm going to use Guntz on the left side. And Max is too high a level, basically. And then we've got Blue is good. Actually, Blue is good for drawing a crowd because he's so strong versus magic and physical. We'll keep... I'm seriously tempted to get rid of Narsha. But I don't know. Can she cast... She can cast attack level 3 now. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it. It spends her entire MP to just hit 5 people. I assume it must give a really good attack buff. I don't know. I'm probably going to switch her with Chris. I think Chris makes a better healer at late game. Yeah, Hanzo is made of steel. So it has been a long time in between. Like, I spent a couple hours level grinding. If you just stuck with your favorite group, it wouldn't take nearly as long. Like, I had to level up about twice as many people as you normally would do. I had to, yeah. I was forced into it. I do enjoy it. I actually enjoy that stuff. Sometimes level grinding's fun. Okay, guns. Oh, put him to sleep. Double attack is annoying. Well, that's disappointing. I'm not going to be able to show you his cursed effects so easily. And I can't learn because I don't test it out very often. Hanzo, you're going to move up closer. So good. So how much damage can you do? Well, 32. It's not bad. We're still getting max experience here. Now, classically, once you're above level 20, you actually don't get a whole lot of stats anymore. I don't want to waste a ton of MP on one little worm, so we'll just do a little bit of damage and keep moving. Ice worms are only level 18, so they're hard to really get much out of. So now we'll spend someone to get rid of the Demon Master. Arthur? Yeah. I think he could have killed it in one hit regardless. The Valkyrie is amazing. Oh, right. So, what I was saying about the stats is, in my experience, in the Genesis version anyway, once you're above level 20, you generally only get one stat at a time. You don't get big +5s or anything anymore. I'm not sure if that will apply in the Game Boy version, the advanced version. It feels like... What does it feel like? I don't know what it feels like. It feels like level 1 to 10 on promotion were really bad. And it took somewhere around 13, 15, 17-ish. It started really... You know, that's when you start getting all your great stats. I don't know, maybe higher than 20 will still get some good level ups. Maybe, that'd be nice. We'll just send Musashi up here to make sure the Demon Master's dead. Seeing as Musashi can't miss, and he does a ton of damage, and he's got a ton of HP, he really is overpowered. I love him. I'm disappointed in, like, Xylo and Blue a little bit. I don't think they turned out as well as they could have. Max, you can just kill this guy. Won't get any experience. I don't think anyone will get any serious experience for killing the worms anymore, so it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, Blue, definitely not the highest damage. That's with a power ring, and he still can't one-shot them, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot about the torch eye in the bottom left. But yeah, we're pretty powerful now, by the way. In case you were wondering. Who took damage? Anybody took damage? Alright, no one took as much damage. No one really took any significant damage, so we'll just let Tarasu beat up on this guy. Old man Tarasu. He looks as bad as Low, I know. But, he's not as bad. And I guess Narsha. I don't know, maybe she can do real more damage. It's better. That was a super attack. That was a crit. The healers aren't that strong. There are no Hanzus. 1 damage. I love it when that happens. And then you get counters like that. It's just so good. 60 damage. And still getting full experience. Like, that's the crazy part for me. Yeah, you guys can't hurt him. Well, you can probably hurt Lyle, though. Yeah, well, it's not that bad. I mean, we are level 20, right? That's got to count for something. Alright, we unsuccessful in killing the Torch Eye before it could attack. Yeah, and it ignores all defense, of course. All resistances, all defenses. Sometimes it's dumb and it does a physical attack that looks like a laser attack, but... Nice to have blue. This is actually one of the best reasons to bring blue. I believe he's the only unit that actually has some sort of resistance to, like, breath attacks, like flame and ice breath. Actually, Hanzu, I'd rather you kill the one with full HP. It's so good. Super ninjas. I'm just happy to have Hanzu. Oh, good. Attack +1, defense +1, HP +1. Yeah, that's kind of what I expect from the level 20s. Aleph. Someone's got to kill this thing. So, actually, I don't need to do that. Freeze level 1 will be enough. Bolt level 1, I was going to show you. Bolt level 1 costs 8 MP, hits 5 people, and it tends to do between 13 and 15 damage, which is honestly nearly as much as Blaze level 4, which is very bad for Blaze level 4. I think Arthur, you just keep focusing down the mages. Or missing, of course. Oh, right, you've got the fog. Yeah, elude. That's why he missed. Could have killed the mage before it got a turn, but... And of course, Arthur is also the best paladin in the sense that he gets some magic resistance. I didn't check exactly how much, but... So, here we go. Bolt is a good spell. I've been using it a lot more lately. 13 damage? I mean, I'm pretty sure Blaze level 4 hit the same area, and it did like 15 to 17 damage. So... And Blaze level 4 costs 10 MP rather than 8, so... You know, are you sold? Are you sold yet? I love how he's got this big rocket launcher, and it just makes the thwip sound from shooting an arrow. It's kind of hilarious. Alright, Musashi... Well, someone's got to kill everything. You kill the mage. Musashi can't miss, which is really, really good. I used to have the aim rings on the gladiators because it made them good against jets. But I think, honestly, it's going to work out better on Musashi. Alright, Guntz might have time to get an attack in. I need Adam to be close to the boss so he can get his revenge. Really difficult to get the card on this battle because there's no way Adam could even damage, well, any more than 1 damage to the boss when you recruit him. Because you get him right before the battle, and he is nowhere near strong enough. He's kind of like the Golem character from Shining Force 2. Can be okay, but takes him forever. He's trying to get around to Max. They're trying to skip out on the entire group just to go fight Max, except for that one. Well, apparently physical is not the way to beat the paladins. Nice try. I might just ignore those torch eyes, I don't know. Nah, who do you think I am? Aleph can't hit anything. Arthur, well... Actually... I'm gonna use him to help with the torch eyes. He regenerates, which is nice, of course. And Anri, no. I'll see if Freeze level 2 does more damage than Bolt. I don't think it does. No, Bolt would do more damage than that for less MP. Bolt 1 is just flat up better than the level 2 spells. The other level 2 spells. Might as well kill the guy that's injured. I think Musashi can one-shot these, like, pretty much 100%. Yeah. Gotta be careful with Musashi. He's strong enough that he could kill the boss pretty quickly. Oh, I'm sorry, Guntz. You didn't even get a chance to show off your cursed ring. I'll try to draw the boss down to Guntz. Adam needs to be close by. Tarasu. Well, we can heal Blue and Tarasu a little bit. I mean, I talk about Aura a lot. It is a good spell, even if I don't use it all that often. It is solid. He even avoided attacking Aleph. What silliness. Alright, hopefully... Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully it's just the lame physical attack. They do that a surprisingly large amount of time. When they seriously could have killed Arthur without any problem at all. Might as well just throw a bolt down on the Minotaur for some experience. And besides, it does good damage. It's pretty MP efficient, I feel. It's not that bad. The Valkyrie can't quite kill a Torch Eye instantly. I know Anri could kill this guy with Blade or Freeze 3 if she wanted, but I'm sharing the XP. I decided I was going to kill these after all. I'm pretty sure we can handle one Minotaur on the other side. 1 HP. Yeah, we're back to lame level ups. Alright, Guntz. He does get an attack. Okay, let's see what happens. He attacks. But he does no damage. Yeah, this is what happens to me most of the time when I use the cursed weapons in the Game Boy Advance version. In the original version, like, one of the cursed items does, like, you take damage every turn. One of them, like, sometimes you're stunned, but sometimes you can attack. For this one, it seems like if you're cursed, you just fail to attack, like, basically every time. But, you know, it's okay. There is a way around it, eventually. I love Blue's super attack. It's one of the reasons we keep him around. Alright, Adam, well, of course, I put Blue in the way. Anyone take any damage over here? I think... maybe Guntz hurt himself with the curse. I didn't even read it. It's actually more likely that if anyone needs help, it'll be Arthur and them up here with the lasers. Narsha, why don't you just smack this thing? Should be able to get a kill. I guess my problem with Narsha is just that she doesn't get enough MP for her special spells. And if she doesn't use her special spells, she should just be using heal like a healer, and she doesn't get heal level 1. Haha, ferocious attack, as if. You didn't even attack. I don't know what this guy is up to. Hanzo, finish him. Yeah, 58 damage, you know. I think Musashi could probably get around 100 on a crit on, so if he attacked like a mage that has low, what am I trying to say? Low defense, I bet you Musashi could do over 100 on a crit. I don't use Bolt level 2 very often. I think it does the same damage as Bolt level 1, except to a large area. I just felt like casting at that time for no special reason. This guy does have pretty good magic resistance. This won't kill him. No way. It did maybe a third less damage than it normally does. Okay, let me just think here. 64 attack. You could do... what did I say? 64? He could do 29 damage? I don't think he could kill. Even if the attack works, he shouldn't finish him. I'd like to see an attack actually work to prove that cursed doesn't mean useless. But this is what happens every time. I don't know why it said May took 0 damage either. That May's not even in the party. I don't understand it. Oh, also, I forgot to test out. Supernova level 4. It might kill him. I'm gonna put a save down. Let's see. I have no idea how strong this will be. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of damage. 44 damage to a boss that that absorbs... Well, it says 15%, but it's probably more than that. Alright, let's use, like, level 2, and then, our robot should be able to finish the job. Yeah. I mean, Supernova does a lot of damage. It's a good ability. Alright, Adam. I'm pretty sure you can do 8 damage. Yeah, just barely. I'm glad I did a Supernova, actually. Alright! Congratulations, you killed your boss. Master of Robots. You got a gold ring. I don't even know what that does, to be honest. Grrr! No more exterminating for you. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm your boss. You're supposed to work for me. There's another gate. Well, there was supposed to be one in Guardiana and one in Runefast, the way I understood it. Yay, we got a little bit of money. That wasn't what I was worried about. Well, Adam, I think you're stronger than he is now, so maybe you could be the boss robot. Alright, yeah, I'll be switching my team up for the next battle, but for now, let's have... There's some plot stuff here, basically. A shining blade for the power of light. When light and dark are as one, so shall be born a sword to destroy chaos. Ooh. A shadowy blade for the power of darkness. So, darkness on the right is what they're saying. Oh, I don't even have to select it, it's just automatic. This is too easy. Alright. Also, you could use the Dark Saber for the last battle. It's just, it's cursed the same as the Devil Lance and the Evil Ring. So you can equip it, but it won't do anything, I guess. The only force capable of sealing Dark Dragon. Sign me up. So we lose the ability to cast D-Soul and Bolt level 2. Bolt level 2 is actually a really nice auto cast. I didn't use it much on camera at all, but it is pretty useful. I didn't know he was my staunchest ally. I thought Kane would have been my staunchest ally. I'm pretty sure we can manage. We've got a Shining Force. The True Power. Alright, so all Matafa was a way to turn 2 swords into 1 sword. Alright, Spring. Anyway, most importantly, we've got a new weapon. The Chaos Breaker. It casts level 4 freeze. It's not even that good. It's probably not as good as Bolt level 2. It might do more damage, but it wouldn't hit as much stuff. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Anyway, it's probably the highest attack power weapon in the game. So, there you go, that's something. I think we're basically done in prompt now. If I can get out. Apparently I'm not allowed out. Oh, you have to go this way. It's a teleporter. Alright. So, did we talk to anybody? First, report to King Cusco. Oh. I don't know how they communicate so quickly across the map, but, apparently they know things. They talk. Got stuck. So my chicken is gone. No, chicken. Where does that chicken go? Secret agent chicken. Seriously. Sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. Crazy chicken. Do you guys say anything new? I doubt it. Oh, sorry. He did say something new. The Chaos Breaker. Yeah, that's what they've been telling us. They do say some new things. That's nice. Yeah, Spring of Recollection is from my time, I guess. Alright. Sometimes they say 2 things. I never know for sure. Alright, let's go talk to the king and all them. See what we're up to now. We've got to stop Dark Soul, obviously. Forget it for now. What? I need to stop Dark Soul. Well, of course he did. He's been running around causing all sorts of trouble. Yeah, Guardiana does the west, Runefast does the east, sure. Well, that's not good at all. That sounds horrible. Well, we could just kill him. Alright. I guess I'm ready. It is essential to use the Chaos Breaker when fighting Dark Dragon. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I think we're done here. And you can pretty much expect as soon as we leave the castle we're going to be attacked. But, yeah, that's about it. So I'll make a couple small party changes because I don't want to bring Adam anymore. I have to remove that curse on Gunt so he's useful again. And, yeah, I think that'll do. Well, I can do that off camera. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.